Offering our humble obeisances and gratitude to Shri Shri Radha Govinda, Gauranitais, Little Radha Krishna, Narsimhadev, Shet Goswami, Panchatattva Sada, Dear Prabhupada. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Hare Namaha. Namo Vishnu Padaya
Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakta Vedanta Swami Iti Namini Shri
Namaste
Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Satyavadi
Pashyata Dishata
Tarini Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Advaita Gadadhara Gaura Bhakta Hare Krishna Gaura Bhakta Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama Rama
Rama
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, thank you all. Hare. So, yes, which book are we trying to discuss every day? And who is the author?
Bhagavad Gita as it is, and the author is Gita Prabhupada.
Vedanta
Swami Srila Prabhupada.
Very good, yes. Bhagavad Gita as it is. It is not getting any changed, okay? As it is, Prabhupada has given us. And we call Prabhupada Srila Prabhupada, as some other kids were saying, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Abhayacharanavinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Yes, His Divine Grace, Abhayacharanavinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. All glories to our disciplic succession. Our respectful obeisances to our spiritual masters. Let us have a quick recap. Is Manaswini? If you are ready, can you recite the shloka?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, please.
Chapter 4, verse 8. Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkritam dharma samsthapanataya sambhavami yuge yuge. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna, thank you so much. Yes. Now we will be having a quiz. Whoever knows the answer, you can all unmute yourself. Krishna told his opulence, special qualities to Arjuna in chapter 10, right? So, first question is, among sons,
Agni. Agni. Agni.
just take time, okay? Just check the options below. Sun is there. Is that Agni? You may think, right? Sun is full fire is there. So Agni.
Light. Light.
Now among stars,
Moon.
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 among demigods,
Indra.
Indra.
And among Rudras?
Shiva.
Shiva.
Among Yakshas or Rakshasa?
Kuvera. Kuvera.
Kuvera. Among Vasus?
Agni.
Agni. Let's go to the next slide. Among mountains, you know, M for mountain.
Himalayas.
Most commonly, kids will say mountains means you'll go to Himalayas. How will we remember Himalayas? If you are trying to push Himalayas, it will not move. Immovable things. Krishna is referring as Himalayas. Okay? Krishna says among the immovable things is Himalayas. Among mountains, M for
Miru. Miru.
mountain, M for Meru Parvat. Yes. Among the great sages, first we'll say about the great sage, right? Which is the sage name? Bhrigu Maharshi. Yes. Among the vibrations?
Om.
Om.
Oh, yes, it represents Krishna himself. Whenever they are chanting any Devata's name also, demigod's name, it is adding on Krishna so that they'll be having energy, we can pray, and ultimately it is going to Krishna. Yes. Among sacrifices?
Chanting.
Chanting burning.
Chanting.
Chanting. What are we supposed to chant? Can I chant something of my own wish?
No, ma'am. Hare Krishna mantra.
Panchatattva Mahamantra and Hare Krishna Mahamantra.
Yes, we should start with Panchatattva mantra and continue the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Panchatattva mantra and continue the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Yes, among immovable things.
Himalayas.
Himalayas.
And tree is banyan tree.
Banyan.
Banyan.
Okay. Among the sages of demigods.
Narada.
Narada Muni. Narada.
Narada Muni.
Narada.
He's having a divine power, you know. He's also Prabhupada sometimes writes space man. Yeah. Okay. Yes. And among Gandharvas?
Chitratha.
Kirtana.
Chitratha.
Rata. Okay. Among perfect being, you know, Krishna always
Monarch.
Monarch.
monarch is another name, another word for king. Okay.
Kapila. Kapila.
Kapila Dev. Yes.
Pila.
And next among horses.
Uchaishrava. Uchaishrava. Uchaishrava.
Very good. Among the elephants.
Airavata.
Airavata.
Among men.
Monarch.
The king. Krishna, yes. Would you continue the quiz or shall we start with the class?
Continue the quiz.
Continue the quiz. Continue the quiz.
Let's continue. Recollect what is Krishna and among
Thunderbolt.
Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt.
Thunderbolt and among
Surabhi.
Surabhi. Surabhi.
serpents means snake.
Vasuki.
Asuki.
Vasuki. Who maintains the law? And Krishna says,
Yama.
among the demons,
Prahlada.
Prahlad Maharaj. Prahlad Maharaj. And the sign?
Spiritual science of self.
Self.
Spiritual science of self.
Do you remember what is Krishna among the creators?
Yes,
Brahma.
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 Yes, Brahmadev. And among Samaveda,
Brahatsama. Brahatsama.
it's regarding the musical anecdotes and the poetry.
Gayatri.
Poetry is a
Gayatri.
written scripture, right? Poems like Vasudeva is a living person. Poetry is Gayatri. It's very, very good. Months.
Margashira.
Among seasons.
Spring.
And Margashira is approximately which month?
November to December.
November and December.
November and December.
Currently,
Correctly, Margashira. Now Vrishnis.
Vasudeva.
Yes, we'll take the last slide. Yes, among Pandavas, who does Krishna?
Arjuna.
Arjuna. And among sages?
Vyasa.
And among great thinkers?
Usana.
Krishna. Among punishment?
Rod of judgment.
Among the victory?
Morality.
Among secrets?
Silence.
Hare Krishna. Oh, Hari Bol, you are able to recollect the names. Some kids are not even referring the books, they are just seeing the slide and answering. Hari Hari Bol. Good if you can always remember Krishna every minute of the life. Okay. Let us have a quick recap of yesterday's chapter 11 and we'll continue the rest of the session with chapter 11. Yes, Krishna, after saying so much about the special opulences, he says, I'm just given you the glimpse, okay? And after hearing, Arjuna wants even to see. Why he wants to see? Does he doubt Krishna? Or is considering himself special because he has got ego, or to convince the people? You can answer.
To convince people who will consider Krishna as an ordinary person.
When Arjuna asked this question, Krishna was very sure what is Arjuna is thinking. Krishna is there inside everyone, right? And he knows what Arjuna is exactly feeling. Arjuna wanted to set a criteria for future. Some fake gurus will be coming. For them, it will be like, for people will get confused, right? If many people come and say, I am God, where will they go? So, to make it easy, Arjuna is helping out all of us. He is asking a question, Krishna is answering, and it is easy for us to understand and accept. Just like if someone comes and says, I am the God, then ask me, show me the universal form. God can show the universal form. And they'll be like, oh, I cannot show the universal form. I'm not God. They'll run away. Yes. And now, Krishna is trying to introduce how the universal form will be, and he says it is like multicolored sea, okay, and it will be very, very opulent. Thousands of hundreds of divine forms also will be there. Okay, now let's continue. Please raise your hands, whoever is ready to read out. Hare Krishna Kelim.
O best of Bharatas, see here the different manifestations of Adityas, Vasus, Rudras, Aswini Kumaras, and all the other demigods. Behold the many wonderful things which no one has ever seen or heard of before. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna, thank you so much. In the 10th chapter, Krishna has spoken orally about like Vasus, right, Rudras, and now he's saying, see, there are different types of Aditya, sons and all are there, okay? Now, there is another secret information. No one has ever heard or seen this before. Then we'll get confused. Krishna showed the universal form to Yashoda Maya, some kids will say. Now, when, see, in the picture, Yashoda Maya asked Krishna to open the mouth. In the mouth, it was the universe, different universes, stars, yeah, inside the mouth of Krishna, not in our mouth. Hare Krishna. You can try enacting, okay, not a problem. That's fine. And inside the Krishna's mouth, and she'll be able to see herself. That is universes, multiple universes were there, stars were there, planets were there. But now Krishna is showing the universal form. There are different things, okay? Universes are different. Universal form of Krishna is very much different. And that's why he says, universal form no one has seen or heard about this before. Yes. Hare Krishna, Sri Kalyan, please read.
Yes, ma'am. But you cannot see me with your present eyes. Therefore, I give you divine eyes. Behold my mystic opulence.
Hare Krishna, thank you so much. Krishna is saying, you're trying to see something which is very great, Now, what is that universal form? For that, you cannot use this eyes. Then we'll think, oh, Mataji, my eyes can see everything, whatever is there around, right? If someone is beside you, you feel you can see. If you go in front of a mirror, you can see yourself. But if mirror is not there, we cannot see ourselves, right? And even if some person is there and all of a sudden there is a power cut, current is not there, we cannot see the other person. Our senses are not so very perfect. Even without light, I can see. No, we cannot do like that. Okay. And to see the universal form, which is very transcendental, this special set of eyes which Krishna is gifting. So yes, Krishna is saying, therefore I give you divine eyes. Divya Drishti. Why? There are 4 defects in humans, as we see in our class. There's one mistake. People tend to make mistake, illusion, where we get cheated by Maya. Now in Prabhupada refers, sometimes we see there is a sunrise, okay, happening in the east, okay, right? Most often we see sunrise is happening in the east only. But if there is a mirror opposite in the west or in south, the reflection of the sun is there, right? In that mirror also. And we can see light is coming from that direction. So people will get confused. Oh, sun is this side. Who don't know about the mirror? Small kids, they'll think, oh, this is the sun. Sun is coming like this. 2-year kid, 3-year kid, they'll not be knowing. Yeah, it will be very scary if we are in forest and we lose the power and street lights are also gone. Very much right. So seeing the mirror and the reflection, we get confused. We get hold up in Maya, illusion. That is the illusion. Okay. Next, cheating propensity. Most often we have seen either some person cheating or we ourselves have been cheating some other people. We should know all this is present in humans. Why is it being discussed here? We should accept that this is there and we should always try to improvise ourselves. We should try to avoid cheating propensity. And imperfect senses. I cannot see everything with my own eyes. I cannot see normal light in Vibga air condition. Drive-out cannot be seen, right? Yeah. So what happens if we are trying to look at the stars in the sky? In daylight, I'll not be able to see. Night, I will be able to see so nicely. Without Krishna's permission, Krishna's sanctions, we cannot see anything. That is there. Now, when we are trying to check the stars, I cannot see all the stars very clearly. When you see in the newspapers and in a science textbook, they'll post, right? And universe image. How they take the picture? They use the telescopes, satellites. They have the special ability to take the pictures. Our eyes cannot see, right? So if I am not able to see, I cannot tell, oh, the galaxy, Milky Way galaxy is not there, or Andromeda galaxy, some other galaxies are not there. We cannot tell that they are there. I am not able to see, right? Same ways, if you are not able to see the Krishna or the God, can we say that he is not there? Can I just say to everyone that Krishna is not there?
No.
No, ma'am.
Hare Krishna. With Krishna's mercy only we'll be able to see. Now Krishna is giving a mercy for Arjuna to see universal form using the divine eyes. Okay. Just like if we are to see the microorganisms, small when so many viruses and all, or bacteria, so which is very small, we use microscopes. See, our eyes cannot see this. They are still there. So when we go to a movie, if it is a 3D movie and I'm not wearing the 3D spectacles, we will not be able to see anything. It seems like something normal. When we use 3D glasses, it is very much 3D. And by mercy of Krishna, Arjuna is now gifted with the divine eyes. See, just by his look, he can give so many things. Yes, everything happens by Krishna's mercy. Just a glimpse of it. It will be very, very opulent. Okay, this is just a attempt to give that feel. So much of light will be there. It will be dazzling. Means here and there, you cannot even concentrate. It will be so powerful. Prabhupada writes in purport. It will be like so effulgent. Thousands of hundreds of suns rising all together. Now let's look into this in detail, referring the pictures. And this is a small activity for you all. We'll be pointing out on some images here in the same picture. You can unmute yourself and guess. Okay, this is just an attempt to give what and all was there instead of reading out the paragraph. We'll read that as well, but we'll just check. Okay, we are allowing you to unmute. So let's start. Oh, yes.
Arjuna.
Arjuna. And who is this?
Krishna.
Yeah.
Brahma.
Dev. Yes.
The sun.
Yeah.
Now, Nagati.
Vasuki.
Vasuki. You named it also. Vasuki. Okay. Yes.
Earth.
Moon.
Moon. Okay. Yeah.
Durga Mata. Kali.
Ganesha.
Ganesha.
Parmeshwara. Shiva.
Ishvara or Shiva. Okay. Yeah, let's now look into an aspect. What are these? How many heads are there here? Can you count?
So many heads.
So many heads, right? Like in case you are sitting and watching the universal form, na? And like Arjuna, just imagine like you are in a position of Arjuna. You bend this corner, okay? And there is so many heads. You bend to this corner, there's so many heads. You can't keep counting, there is no head, unlimited heads. And all the heads are got connected to the body, so many hands. Are the hands empty? Can you see? Is there like empty hand?
There's some weapons.
There's some weapons, some tridents, some sharp knives, some sword. Right? And look at the mouth.
universal form can be so big that it can be also bigger than the universe.
Yeah, it will be huger than our universe. It could be, yes, Krishna can do wonders. Yes, infinite heads, and they have weapons. And is it like very pleasing? You can always sit and watch the universal form like this.
No, ma'am.
You can enjoy it. I can't enjoy. I'll be scared also because I see in the mouth there's fires coming out. Okay. And so many other aspects. No, Arjuna himself will say, Krishna, thank you for your mercy that you have shown the universal form, but I'm not able to see this. This is little scarier. Can you show me your two-handed form? He's going to request. Arjuna is so wonderful, powerful, great warrior. He cannot withstand the seeing the universal form. It's like devotees and common people like this. How can we wish, right? And it's told the devotees will not wish to see the universal form. They like to see the Chaturpuja form or the two-handed form, the Shamsundar form the most. Yes.
Ma'am?
Hare Krishna.
So Arjuna was also scared because Krishna was the universal form. The heads were like eating up the Kauravas army, and Arjuna could not bear seeing his family getting eaten up by the universal form, the Kauravas. So that's why he asked to. That's the other reason why he asked to show the Shamsundar form.
Hare Krishna, thank you so much for your question. You know, Kauravas were entering the mouth. That is true. But was that the reason? No. Arjuna was not prepared. Kauravas or his cousin brothers are not the body. He already has got the lesson from Krishna. There is a soul. Now, what is the problem? Krishna is the friend of Arjuna. All this while he was playing around. All of a sudden, you think your friend is there playing around. He's wearing some weird dress and coming, and he's like, hey, go change your dress and come back. He'll say, right? Now, he has accepted Krishna, Supreme Personality of Godhead, and he knows. But he thought it will be like more beautiful than the Shams in the 200 form. But he's like now feeling, oh no, 200 form is better. Please show me that form. Okay. Not that because of Kauravas are dying. He's accepted Krishna's every word. So he's knowing that Kauravas are the souls and they're not going to be dead. Can we cut the soul into pieces?
No, ma'am.
As you are all saying, Prabhupada also has written, we cannot wither the soul, like we cannot dry the soul, we cannot dip the soul inside the water and make it moist, or we cannot cut, and yes, it cannot be touched also, right? Now, this one, we'll read how exactly it was said. Yes, Manasini, please unmute yourself.
Arjuna saw in that universal form unlimited mouth and unlimited eyes. It was all wonders. The form was decorated with divine dazzling ornaments and arrayed in many garbs. He was garlanded gloriously, and there were many scents smeared over his body. All was magnificent, all expanding, unlimited. This was seen by Arjuna. Hare Krishna, Mother.
Hare Krishna, thank you so much. See, all these points we're just trying to discuss, right? There's so many mouths, and yeah, here is all has got garlands, very beautiful. And now even Hare Krishna, even the scent, see, the scent was smeared all over the body. And who is saying this? This is told by Sanjaya to Dhritarashtra. Sanjaya was narrating about the war field, in the battlefield, what was happening to the blind Dhritarashtra. So, who told Sanjaya there was so much of opulence? The smell was there of the scent. Now, if at all we are trying to show, I can show, yeah, this is a pen, okay, and I can even show, write and show which is the color. But if I spray some scent perfume here and ask you to smell, people in different places will not be able to do. Technology is way long back, okay? It is not so advanced. Whatever Sanjay was able to feel, right? He even could smell. He's sitting somewhere in different corner and he's able to smell also. And how are the smell? Saying many scents are smeared all over the body. Very beautiful. Whichever is associated with Krishna is always transcendental. It was all magnificent, expanding. You just try to see it is like expanding, unlimited. Hare Krishna. Naneshwar.
Hare Krishna. If hundreds of thousands of suns rose up at once into the sky, they might resemble the effulgence of the Supreme Person in that universal form. Bhagavad Gita 11.12, translation Srila Prabhupada. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. So, like hundreds and thousands of the sun, if at all it's coming up at once, right? It will be so bright we cannot open. One sun itself, in afternoon, if you try to see the sun, will not be able to directly see for 2-3 seconds. It will be so sharp. But when it is like thousands of suns and hundreds and thousands of the sun, it's very, very effulgent. Okay? In Bhagavad Gita, it is evident. There's so many universes, there's so many planets, there's so many other entities. Okay, but you know what is the drawback of the modern science? They kept saying there's no other planet like Earth. Okay, until recently, a year and a half back, just few months back, what happened? There was a research, and they got to know in the telescope there is some planet just like the Earth. Okay, and they named it as Kepler's. Some name they are kept, and now they are accepting. Yes, there is another planet like the Earth. All these years there was like there's no other planet. There is no living being away from the Earth. Then what should we understand? So much is there to improvise in our modern technology. But if I want a real the fact, what is happening? It's there in Bhagavatam, it's there in Bhagavad Gita. We should always read and try to understand from the Acharyas so that we'll not waste our time. And we don't require so much of money, not crores of money. Prabhupada has given this transcendental book and we can definitely read and discuss it. Hare Krishna. Yes, what happened? Arjuna got little bewildered. Yes, Shri Kalyan, please read.
Yes, ma'am. Arjuna, bewildered. 1, 2. Praise, 3. Obeisances.
Hare Krishna, thank you so much. See, Arjuna is now a little shocked, okay, after seeing all this. This is very strong, very, very strong. At that moment also, he's having that stability, he pays obeisances and appreciates, thanks Krishna for giving the chance, being so merciful, so kind to show the universal form also. And later he prays, can you please come back to the two-handed form? And pays obeisances. That's how we have to pray every time, every time. Hare Krishna. Sahana, please read.
You are the origin without beginning, middle or end. You have numberless arms, and the sun and moon are among your great unlimited eyes. By your own radiance, you are heating this entire universe. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna, thank you so much. So there is no beginning or the end to the origin of Krishna. Again and again it's confirmed. Again we'll be thinking, but then when was Krishna born? That is our limited mind, okay? But Krishna is always there. And numberless arms, moons and sun, unlimited eyes. Hare Krishna, Kevin, please read.
All the demigods are surrendering and entering into me. They are very much afraid, and with folded hands they are singing the Vedic hymns. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. So Arjuna says everything, including demigods, are trying to enter into you, and see every devata are trying to bend down and just offer obeisances. What are they doing? When you get scared and sometimes you start chanting that Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, please protect Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Hare. So they're singing some of the Vedic hymns to be more, because no one can withstand. So this is a two-handed form of Krishna, which is always appreciated, or always requested from devotees, not appreciated. Overrated. Okay. Hare Krishna, Ganesha, please read.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Krishna is God, the supreme personality of Godhead. He is a person. He is a Shyam Sundar form. Krishna Sat Chit Ananda.
Sat Chit Ananda. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So, as we now accept Krishna as a supreme personality of Godhead, he is having a personality form which is very, very beautiful and attractive. Shamsundar form and Sachidananda. Let us continue understanding the other chapters as well. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much.